Hi, everybody. Nobody's here yet. I just thought I would come on and do an impromptu Sunday live. I'm just bad hair day. I'm just sitting here, excuse me, in the craft room. I've got a whole of yarn that I got to cake up. But let's get to first things first. If you are watching the replay, thank you for coming. Welcome to all new Fiber family members, OGs, and everybody that's here. Thank you for coming. I'm just going to sit here. If nobody comes after a while, then I'll welcome in. Ciao, bella mia amica. I'm actually working on caking up some yarn to put in a box to send with you to you for the crochet class and with the hooks. That's what I'm working on, caking up some yarn. How are you doing? What time is it over there in Italy or Sicily? I never the yarn somehow chained itself. So I've got this section here that I've got to undo. Almost 4 o'clock. Okay. How's the weather? Is it nice and warm? It's sunny today, but it's cold. It's 2 degrees Celsius. What a mess. No, not yet. I'm just gonna send it to you all the time. I'm gonna share the cost of the shipping with you because I'm sending you a bunch of yarn. Um, I have yours put aside there. There's a box. Oops, behind the curtain. What's behind curtain number one? On the curtain there. And then I'll be selling 65. Oh man. Oh, I wish I had that. Yes, last night was, the wind was blowing. It was so cold. I mean, I'm glad I'm off work right now because it is so cold, but I'm not glad because I don't have the paycheck going in the bank. Um, but no. Um, Where's yarn? This is a boucle yarn. I know, but no, I'm just trying to cake. I'm caking up some yarn to put into the box to send you because you said DK and worsted. So I've got a whole bunch of yarn here that's been just sitting here waiting to get caked up. So I'm gonna cake it up and send it to you for your crochet class. Been trying to. We have construction going on downstairs. We're starting to get the cold room in, and literally trying to downsize. There's just too much stuff. I got laid off on the 11th. About a week and a half ago, I got laid off. But on the flip side, I'm waiting to hear about the full-time position. They have to put somebody into it, and I'm like number one on the list. It's just on a different boat, and it's back to the old schedule that I used to have on 4 off 2. But so I'm waiting to see about that. But I did put in for unemployment. So how are you like teaching over there instead of teaching online? Is it different? I mean, not having to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, well, I have options. I mean, I've got three college diplomas. I've got other tickets, certificates for training. Teaching my first aid, that's going to be a big. Once I hear about if I don't get the full time position, then I'm going to be teaching more often. It pays pretty good. It pays like $250 a day. I don't have to be outside freezing my ninnies off, bounced around in the water because the bay is rough during the wintertime. She can get pretty sloppy. But least the sun's shining today. It's a beautiful day out. It was, icy, like frosty ice on the deck this morning. It was cold. No, I'm just I I was sitting here, I thought, "Well, let me go do an impromptu live because I've got to film a couple more tutorials today." I'm trying to release one every week, and I'm trying to get ahead because 'cause I'm doing 1 week knitting, 1 week crochet. Oh, I bet. Absolutely. I totally sympathize with you. That shift I was on, the 5 13.5 hour days, I I'm I had barely had energy to get a shower when I got home from work. I mean, it's like, ugh. No, I'm also, like, I'm taking pictures and putting up on buy and sell marketplace. Like, we're getting rid of our big dining room set. Handmade. It was a special order. I mean, the table was over $3,000. It's heavy, it's solid wood, but it's too big for Barb and I. It's just her and I don't plan on having any, you know, dinner parties. I'm not even really celebrating Christmas. I'm sending stuff out to my grandkids and my son and daughter-in-law, but I'm not going to I just don't feel like it. Yeah, I did laundry this morning, a little bit of cleaning. I'm doing it here and there. I mean, the heavy cleaning. But with 2 golden retrievers, oh my gosh, it's almost impossible to keep floors clean. How's how's Sparkle doing? She adjusting well to life in Sicily? She learning Italian? And welcome to my lurker. Enjoy. Feel free to come on in. But, it's tedious. I'm trying to work on my commission sweater. I'm taking a break from it. Um, doing the sleeves right now. I had the back, a good portion of the back. I had to frog the whole thing 3rd time. So I'm just gonna wait till I get the sleeves done and the other front panel, then the last panel I'm gonna do will be the back panel, which is the biggest panel. It's all cables. Okay, is she picking the language up? I mean, I think that's an awesome education itself, being able to be in another country, especially from her heritage, and learn her where she came from, and learn the language. Wish I would have had that opportunity. Yes, I'm doing this. I'll actually click off screen when I go to do that. But oh, we're getting there. I only got that much more to do. Doubled up on itself. Slow but steady. Hey, that's the way to do it. Slow but steady. And I'm gonna spend some time today and try and take advantage of my time off, trying to catch up on you know channels that I watch all the time, videos and stuff, and comments, and I clean this craft room mess up and get ready for. I ordered some cellophane bags so I can for the sale next month. I'm doing a shop the stash sale next month, with this mainly cake yarns. Just downsizing, but there'll be other yarns in there. Mm. So I have both my ball winders. I've got my big signature one here. This does a 400-gram cake, and then I've got my small nitpick ones over here, which I do a lot of, like, sock yarns or um, cakes on, like DK. Welcome in, Zara. Welcome in. Dragon Cat, welcome in. So what's everybody doing this beautiful Sunday morning? Well, let's see. We got India, we got Canada, we got Sicily. We have an international room for live, international live. Yeah. Exactly, Christine. I'll tell you, I can't believe we're almost at the end of 2023. It's been a rough week. I found my neighbor. He passed away. So got a call on my radio for a medical assist. And I went, it's right across the street from me. So I went over. I have a key, and he was already gone when I got there. But he was almost 90, and he lived a good life. But let's just say there's been a lot of nightmares. I got purple bags under my eyes. I took got out of the shower last night and said, "Ooh, looks like I was in a Rocky movie." Well, Christina, I mean, he lived a good life, and he went at home the way he wanted to. I had made him supper the night before. Bar went up and put the groceries away. We've been watching out for him because he really has nobody. His wife is in a care home because she's got her dementia is very advanced, and his son passed away a couple of years ago. So there's been a handful of us on the island that have been watching out for him. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. I mean, he was already gone. CPR wouldn't have done anything. Oh, thank you, Drag Cat. I mean, I was kind of out of it that day, but I look at it that's gone to a better place. You know, I mean, we all have something better waiting for us, right? Whatever your beliefs are. Everybody getting ready for Christmas. I know I got a few, uh, just a couple more small Christmas gifts. I'm finishing up pair of mitts and a hat, and then I'm just going to mail everything off to the states so the kids and my grandkids get them. That's only two. Sorry about that. For Christmas because we all know what shipping is this time of the year. But and then tomorrow, Lisa and I have the broomstick cow tomorrow morning. We're gonna do. We're gonna have the Monday sessions until the end of November, and then we're gonna take a break for Christmas for December because Christmas and everything going on is just too much. And really, what we're doing on now, all we're doing on the you know Nizar was participating in it, because it's a one row repeat for 96 rows, 2 panels. Then we connect them with the, trellis stitch, and, we're gonna do that after Christmas. Making plans in your head. I can't put anything else in my head. I mean, I don't have the capacity. Yeah, I'm looking forward to I watched your, uh, video that you did, uh, where you show getting Marlene's box there. So the squares. I'm so glad. That's the other thing. I'm trying to I'm gonna see if there's interest in still doing the Happy Mail Advent project for next year. I'm gonna put a video out about that, just a small FYI PSA, you know, the people that wanna because pretty much it's been the same people every year that have been doing it, and it's neat because the partners have changed, which makes it really a lot of fun, and, I'm trying to think of something, the squares have worked out really, really well. I mean, Darlene and I met up last Friday, and we gave squares. I have to just do November, December for her, and then she wants a video of doing the small mini skeins, mini hanks. So I've got to share it because we're doing uh, all yarn advent, and then of course on the day of something handmade. So, but it's I mean, it's a lot of fun. And the thing is with it, it's so laid back. Okay. Sometimes somebody might mail 2 or 3 out at the same time, it's just fun. And I'm looking forward to putting the blanket together or wall hang. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with all my squares. Um, Darlene's blanket, I call it the manic blanket because I different weight yarns, colors, block sizes. I told her, I said, it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to see how what you do with it. Let's just say I got creative. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to see Marlene and Bruce for a couple days. Um, they live, north of me, about 3 hours, but they're just it's just, it's a connection with hubby. Um, he tells me stories about when Warren was younger, when he was in the army, so it's fun to learn all that. So what's everybody working on today? And I do have, um, for the beginning of Advent, I do have actually something that I ordered that I'm going to be doing something special with. So, but that'll be in another video. Oh, okay, Zara. Uh, is it a is it a designer you've tested for before? Somebody I might know? Good for you, Dragon Cat. Congratulations. Now we gotta get Christina knitting. Get another get her by Stitchwell. Yeah, I know, Christina. I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm trying. I only took the one commission. I don't take commissions very often. I mean, almost never. But wouldn't it be a cable fisherman sweater? And I got to have it done before Christmas. I'm trying to finish working on my Christmas gifts and everything else. So I've had to put solar flares on the back burner with a couple other things. He will when Sparkle graduates. Oh, there you go. Here's my question: when Sparkle graduates, Christina, are you moving back to the States? She's new to you? Okay. Welcome in, Anvita. Welcome in, dear. Top of the morning to you. That's my Irish heritage. Mainly Italian, though. Anna Moreland. Huh, I haven't heard of her. Let's go check her out. You guys can't see, but I was labeling my binders. I got 9 binders with patterns in it. Another year, Christina? Okay. How's your son doing in college? Is he doing good? Is he liking it? Oh, HD is too? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I get emails about testing, but I stepped back from testing for a while. I mean, I've got a lot going on my plate. When I was home more often, it was easy for me to do stuff like that. But now that I'm kind of on my own, you know, things change. Life changes. Some people say, "Why would I sit here and do all this? Why wouldn't I just cut it off?" Because that's wasting yarn. Oh, okay. Well, that'll be good. At least you'll be with your mom. Too bad he can't come back over to spend it with you. Zara, whatever you guys wanted to do, that was everybody's, it's just the idea of you know, having a connection, and that's the only reason I did it. I'm trying to think of something different to do for next year, and the big thing I'm keeping in mind is shipping costs and stuff like that. Now, if if the 2 partners wanna do the traditional advent like we did in days past, that's up to them, but it's something that they agree on. Um, you know, and, like, with Rita, we just I know, Zara, I've followed it, and, everybody keeps her in the prayers, you know? We only have our parents for a short time, and when they're gone, you miss them. You did? Okay. Rita had won, um, something during my live, my Potiversary live, she'd won, and I mailed it out, and it was a scrunchie and some other things. Learned something about Sweden and Norway's they like to charge custom fees. It's ridiculous, even when it's a gift. That's ridiculous. I get frustrated with these postal countries and their customs and crap. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. That's why I had to cut back on the giveaways. Are you gonna do it again, Zara? Oh, awesome. Awesome. I mean, we had a lot of fun again, and it just worked out that you and Rita ended up partners again this year because everything was random on the wheel. I that's how I do it, and it was just fate. But I think for you guys, the ship. Well, Christina's over in Sicily now. Oh, awesome! I'm glad. I'm so glad. But yeah, what I'm gonna do in the video, and you can be thinking about it. I know you and Christine have both done it for the last couple years. Um, is to think of what you might like to do for. Okay, awesome. That'll be awesome. What you would like to do for the upcoming year. I was trying to think of something a little different. That's what I said. Try to think of it. Make it I don't know. It's just fun doing it and sending it out, and it's just a lot of fun. I Yeah, okay. Christina still has the US shipping, which is where I'll be sending your box to. I have the address. Um, and then hopefully, Christina, they don't take 2 months to ship it to you. It's gonna be what you bought in the Shop a Stash sale, and, all I think it was Fable and Primo that you bought, and the yarn and hooks that I have for you for the, classes you're teaching. I'll tell you, I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook. It was a jigsaw puzzle advent. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I do jigsaw puzzles. I've got a whole bunch of them from my retirement. Um, but I'm just tossing around ideas in my head. So you guys, toss some ideas around, and um, what would maybe once I put the PSA out, because it's going to go out at the beginning of December, because it's going to close January 1st, so we can get a start. What we are going to do, is have a Zoom or StreamYard private for anybody that's going to be involved in the Happy Mail Advent project, because this is open to both channel and the Yayas. Because a lot of your family members here on the channel are also Yayas. But I mean, so far everybody seems to want to do it. They've had fun and friendships. I had Bailey and Suzanne from Suzanne is Hooked. Bailey knocked her cat on the Prowl Creations. They did, because it was after the fact. They ended up doing doing one too. Found out they lived close together and they were able to, um, meet up. So I thought that was pretty cool. And again, I have formed it's such a small world we live in. We don't realize it's a small world. When Christina and I ended up partners, we both are from Italian heritage, you know, and grew up in a lot of the same ways. It's fun that the friendships that you form and the memories that you make. I told her I need to. She should have packed me in her suitcase and taken me back over to my homeland. Mm. Although my Italian's really rough. It's really rough. I wish Grandma and Grandpa would have spent more time teaching us. I can fumble my way around. Just got to pull that old dust off the old catalog in my brain and remember what Grandma and Grandpa taught me. So yeah, I thought I'd just come on and have a little chat. Seems right now what I'm doing, I'm sitting here untangling, not untangling it, but somehow it came uh, chained. I don't know. The machine must have been a boo boo in the machine when it was winding the cake. This is that Red Heart Stellar. I had, I bet you, 150 skeins of this. I've given a lot away. I sold some. Well, that's all right, Zara. I'm just sitting here babbling. Um, so I'm trying because right now my I've been trying to clean off my desk because I've got to take some time to learn how to use my Stream Deck. I got a what's called a live sound card, but I got to figure out how to use it. Just all that technology stuff. I think I finally got my mic set where it needs to be. Zara, you talk if you are talking with Rita, please, let her know that we're thinking about her. Welcome in, little sis. She's at checkout groceries. Darlene's grocery shopping. Yeah, she goes shopping on Sundays for her mother-in-law. Well, hers too, but for her mother-in-law. I did do next year. I'm planning on how many of you have seen the 13-inch stained glass square that um Crystal at Bag Day put out? She did that stained glass Afghan, and I really liked it. I wasn't gonna buy Picasso, but what I did find that I was able to get on sale from Lens Mills was Red Heart. Oh, what was it called? Hold on, I'll see. Because I really haven't had any yarn unboxings this year. Welcome in, Suzanne. Congratulations on your win. I saw you won. Whose podcast was that? You won on somebody's podcast. I don't know, but you had won. So I thought that was cool. Was it Lisa? Yeah, I think it was Lisa. I think it was Lisa. So we're just chit chatting, Suzanne. Just we talked a little bit about who, yeah, I thought that's what I was. I thought, oh, good for her. Excuse me. I we were talking about the Happy Mail Advent project and who was interested in doing it next year. Because I need to put a video out at the beginning of December for it, and then once I find out who's interested, having a private StreamYard and just kind of toss around some ideas, what you might like to do next year. So this isn't neon, but I think it'll still make nice stained glass. It's called Bright Mix. And I already have the black. So this was on sale at Lens Mills. I got 10 of them. Because it's hard to find it. And like I said, it was on sale. Believe it or not, even up here, Red Heart will run you $6, $7 for everybody else. They get it for $3. So where's this made at? Made in the US with imported fibers. So that's a project for next year. I just had bought this, just the 10 skeins of this to do the stained glass project. I bought the pattern for the square. You know, so that's a project I have for next year. I try to get some projects ready for next year that I want to do. I'm trying to finish up, you know, work these whips, and I've been finishing a lot of stuff off the needles. But again, between now and the end of the year, excuse me, there's probably going to be a couple frogged. You know how you start doing a project and you just get to the point where it's like, oh, do I really want to finish it? So I think one of the ones I'm going to frog is my Nordica sweater. Now the Nordica is better off knitted, but I think because I've got a lot of it. In fact, some of it is going to be in the sale next month. And that's another thing I'm waiting on self-sealing cellophane bags. I ordered because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my yarn and I'm going to put them in packs. And that's how they'll be sold, by packs. Because a lot of the yarn I'll have 15 cakes or skeins of it. So then I sell half of it. You know, just to downsize and get my stash down. And the other goal that I have next year is I have right there that is full of all hand-dyed knit crate yarn. I'm going to make a wearable using that yarn. I'm going to combine them together. I got some beautiful hand-dyed from Zara that I want to make a summer top with. Good Zara. Gracie. I'm doing, for the first time, I am doing 2 sleeves at a time. And I'll tell you, you have to concentrate when you're doing cables. Zara knows. But I'm doing the both sleeves at one time. I've got one more. I've got the 18th row of the cable repeat. Then I begin the increase. You have to increase, what is it, 4 stitches? Oh, you have to increase at the beginning and at the end of each row. In the moss stitch part is where you're increasing. For the 18 rows, 20 times. No, at the end of every 4th row, 20 times. It's like, I got that done. The front panel is done. I had to frog the entire back panel. And this here is still on the cable because the neck shaping's done. I've got to do. Wait till that's the. I got yarn. Hold on. That's the left front panel. I'll pick up along here is where the button band's picked up. I'll tell you, the yarn is really nice. I had never used it before, and the guy that I'm making this for didn't want an all wool sweater. Yes, but it's cheap. It's Briggs& and Little. It's pattern's been around forever. If you go to Briggs& and Little website, they have it. They've got a pullover. I'm making the cardigan. And anybody from Canada knows Briggs& and Little's been around for a long time. And this yarn is really nice. Touch of alpaca. I mean, it's only 10% alpaca, 90% acrylic, but it's nice. Oh, okay, Darlene. It's really nice. I got it when it was on sale at Hirschner's. They had it for $3.97. It's normally $10. I got 15 skeins for the sweater, and with shipping, tax, and the cost of yarn, it was $85, which I thought that was pretty good. I mean, it's only got 10% alpaca, but and it's got some stretch to it, so that's a big help. So, but that's my commission. So yeah, I spend time on that. I have the broomstick cowl going on, and I'll work a few rows. I'm only like on, I think, 15 or 16 rows, which is no, it's, I don't, I've reached, I'm not going to put pressure on myself. I'm working on my commission because that is paid. I'm not making a whole lot. Anybody that does commissions, no, we don't make, but it was a favor. And I threw a number out there, $200 plus yarn. You know, he said, okay. And some of the guys I play cards with on Saturdays, he said he was up looking. He was actually looking at quote hand knit sweaters up in one of our tourist towns. They were going from $300 to $500, and I said, newsflash, they're not handmade. They're knit. It's straight stockinette. I said they're knit on a machine and they're assembled by hand. They're knit up on panels. I said so they're not handmade. So what I'm doing, what Kathy does, that's handmade. You're talking 60 to 100 hours or better for the sweater, depending on the size, the complexity of the pattern. I get bored doing just stockinette stitch. I get so bored. You know, that's why I have multiple projects. Too many at times, which is what I'm trying to get done. And I have been small things, you know, I've been getting done. Delving into, like I said, I'm delving into the amigurumi. I've got a Christmas gift going on right now that I want to get done. I've got the commission. I've got a few things, you know, I did small gifts for the family, socks, fingerless mitts, hat, stuff like that. Because they're small, it'll be easier and less expensive to ship. But yeah, Zara, if you go to, let me see if I can find it for you. Guys, talk amongst yourselves for a second here. I'm going to go here and see if I can find it. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, hold on a sec. What I'm doing is I'm getting a link for the pattern. Huh. It says out of stock. How can a pattern be? Oh, you know what's out of stock? Um, the card stock one that you get at the Zara. Leave it with me. And oh, let me see. Let me go back here. Let me see. Digital. Bricks and Little. Pattern name Bricks and Little. Okay. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Okay, Ravelry. Briggs and Little has a lot of patterns on Ravelry. Okay. So if I Ravelry. Yeah, Briggs& and Little. If you go to Briggs& and Little, let me get there. Pullover cardigans. They've got a lot of color work too. I'm gonna put a link. Oh, no, that's not what I want. No, that's not what I want. I'll tell you what, if my brain worked, I'd be dangerous. If it worked, I'd be dangerous. Refresh the page. There we go. Copy, not paste. Copy. Okay, let's go here to StreamYard. And Zara, here is the link to Briggs& and Little's Ravelry store. Okay. You're welcome, dear. I'll tell you, I've got a few other patterns. They had this one that he wanted me to do. I have it in my binder. Sweaters. Get myself, can you believe it? Get myself organized. I've got binders and they're labeled. This one's garments. I've got a lot of that was given to me. Color work, which I haven't done. Okay. Ciao, bella mia amica. Have a great day. Like patents. I've got a stack over there that I'm going to they'll be in the sale too, but they're like 50 cents. I've got pattern books from Patents, Mary Maxim. I've got a lot of Crochet World magazines and stuff like that are vintage. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on here for another 15, 20 minutes or so, and then gonna go back to working on this mess. And get this here. Where are we at? Yeah, see, I can't work from digital. I'm old school. What they call it? I'm an analog girl in a digital world. I find I tried using the Knit Companion and stuff on my tablet. It's just not my thing. I like that physical paper pattern that I can read. I bought I bought a bunch of flash drives that were gifts for people on the channel and stuff, and I donated quite a few. And in fact, I gave the last one away, I think during the Podiversary. But I have gifted people Crystal's digital file of patterns. But even though I have the digital file, I have it. I bought myself one and downloaded it to a thumb drive. I still have to print that pattern up. I'm just old school. I'm just old. No, I've got a lot of patterns printed up. I mean, I have some patterns like the Wyvern, that shawl that I have, which is on my bucket list. Some of the blankets from Hooked on Sunshine. I have the Atlanticus Liliana, Phoenix, and there are a lot of pages. Print them up. The other one that's a lot of pages is my Airbender shawl from Lindsay Luchuk that I had tested umpteen years ago, and I'm going to redo with beads and stuff. But I'm going to finish my solar flare shawl first. I'm going to finish my priestess coat. Those are 2 projects that'll be finished before I start any new projects in the new year. As far as big projects, my Christmas cast on, and my New Year's cast on are going to be stocks. I've been working with, actually, going to do a review on them. I have been working with the Haya Flyers, as well as the Crazy Addy Trio, but that they're a 3.25. I do my socks anywhere from size 0 to maybe, anyway, that's, what is it? It's 1.5 millimeter to 2.75 is where I do most of my socks, and I'm going to attempt to do 2 at a time and see how that works. But I always get my second sock done if I do them one at a time. But I've got, I do them on DPNs. I still use my DPNs. I like my DPNs. They come in handy for a lot of small circumference. I know a lot of people like Magic Loop, and Magic Loop basically is my Haya Flyers is basically like doing it on Magic Loop. But I want to make some more hand knitted socks. I've got a lot of sock yarn, which reminds me I've got to get a box together for somebody. Send them some sock yarn. I have a whole basket in there of sock yarn I got to cake up. This is just busy work, just trying to clean out the baskets and stuff that are sitting here with yarn that needs caked up or what have you, or needs put away. Is all right. Let me finish it. I actually made one of these. And I did these on the Haya Flyers. Yeah, I do the 9-inch too. Nitty Natty, from Love and Stitches. I have her. I bought her pattern for both crochet and knit yarn cozies, and I did these on the Haya Flyers. And all basically, you just take this here. You take your little cake of yarn, and you put it inside. And there's your yarn. Small projects like this is what I'll be doing for a while I'm working on my big projects. And I did this out of sock yarn, but she has a crochet version too. I think, little sis, did I give you a yarn cozy that's crocheted? Let me know. I did that. Excuse me. Oop. Oh, these all need recaked. This is all sock yarn that needs recaked. And these are all my, with the exception of my DPNs, are my sock needles. These are all 9-inch circulars. Most of them are Chiago. Now these are my Haya Flyers. I liked working with them. They were fun to work with. Yeah, because my 9-inch go from, I think, 2 millimeter, 2.0, 2.25. At 2.25, I had 2.25 up to like 3.75. I've got these oddball ones, the Dreams. I've done these 2. These are 10-inch. These are nice. They're bamboo. And Collage. Now, Collage sent these to me because I had a set that I had bought at my local yarn store. Well, apparently they were old because the cable broke or something happened, freight or something. And they sent me a new one. They guaranteed it. Yeah, 2.2. Nope, I have 2mm US zeros. I got a 9-inch US zero, but then I got this to try Magic Loop, Chiagu. So I'm going to try to do. I love my Rita bags. I use these for my socks. I love my Rita bags. Right now, I only have 2 pair of socks left to do. These ones are almost done. And this one here, I just started. These are being done on Haya flyers. These are done on Haya flyers. I will tell you, Haya flyers are sharp. When Haya says sharp tip, I put it right through my finger. Their tips are so sharp. Great for lace, great for socks, but lethal to your fingers. So I only have 2 pair of socks left on the needle. So I have been getting projects off the needle. These ones here are almost done. These are for my sister for Christmas. These are a DK weight sock. Just plain sock. Flap gusset. Heel flap and gusset. So I'm almost done. I'm on the foot of these now for her. I gotta finish those and then those. So I have questions, Zara. Go ahead. What question you have, dear? Do you have a question, Zara? That is from oh, what yarn? This is just in a different color. This is actually Mary Maxim. It says a number 2, but I find it's closer to a number 2. Oh, her back fingers, yeah. This is Mary Maxim, and I got a bunch of this on sale. It's Mary Maxim Simple Sock Watercolors. And it's superwash merino and polyamide, made in Turkey. Yeah, 25% polyamide, and it's really nice. It's really nice. You can smell the wool, but it's really nice to work with. It's got to be caked up. But my favorite color in this is fog. That's my favorite color. That's the one I'm doing the other one in is fog. I mean, I got a lot of sock yarn, but there's other uses for sock yarn besides socks. Up until a couple years ago, I didn't work much. 3, 4 years ago, I never had worked with fingering weight. I had never worked with anything but worsted or chunky, and I have found I like the thinner yarns. I do a little bit with chunky, but I have very little chunky yarn. I had made a couple big baskets for a friend of mine holding 3 or 4 together, worsted, chunky, sachet. Suzanne, I am doing tutorials. I am doing a thing called, I started, my first one went up this week. I'm going to film the next couple of weeks. One a week's going up. And I'll tell you, when it comes to socks, I am like so beginner. I find Simply in Stitches, Very Pink Knits are 2 of the best I find for socks. Now there is excuse me, I have, Louise Patterson from Wildflower. Okay, Dragon Cat, thank you so much for coming, dear. Thank you so much. Okay, well, like I said, I'm not gonna make a real long one today. I just wanted to come on and say hi to everybody, see who was around. I'm trying to get a few of these things done. But it's called the Super Simple Sock Pattern, and it's, Louise from Wildflower Wool, and, they used to be the Fiber Friends, but they when COVID hit, they, um, didn't do the podcast anymore. It's back with Louise and another lady, that does it. And, my 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 needlecraft, something like that. But anyways, they have and I have it saved in my private playlist. If you want, I can send you a link and you can access that private playlist that I have, but it is step by step. I got for 9-inch circular and also, for GPNs. Very well done. Uh, One of the best ones too is, Kate from the, Crazy Sock Lady. She has patterns to go along with. Yeah, they're paid for patterns, but once you get them, you got them, and you can always refer back to them because I do. My brain, I don't retain like I used to. But she has tutorials, and her tutorials are spot on. For 9-inch, double point, magic loop on her channel, and 2 at a time. And when she does her tutorials, I'm telling you. So the 3 that I use are Berry Pink Knits, Stacy. I use, Simply in Stitches and, um, the Crazy Sock Lady. Those are the 3 that I use, and I still refer back to them. Now, what's interesting is Simply in Stitches, she actually has one for the Hermione socks. Hermione socks is one of my favorite socks to do. I actually already have the yarn caked up and ready to go because the couple pairs that I had done, somebody bought all my socks that I had knitted, but 2 pair. Bought them all. Okay, Suzanne, hold on. Let me try and get Zara, do you wanna drop the links for the tutorials? Um, if I can find it here because 'cause I'm not on YouTube. I'm in StreamYard. If I can find um, let me see. Okay, I gotta go back here. Okay, playlists. Uh, Zara, I don't know if I have a public playlist. I have a private playlist. No, I have a private playlist. Um, give me a sec. You guys chat. Uh, let me see here. Um, okay. Okay, this one here is Simply in Stitches, and she literally breaks down the socks into parts. Cast on, toe up, cuff down, heel, flap, gusset, leg. All the way down to Kitchener if you're going from cuff down to Kitchener stitch. That's hers, and she's Simply in Stitches. Um, and there is the Simply that's the Crazy Sock Lady. Hermione, it's actually a free pattern. Hold on. Bear with me here. We're getting these. Okay, so do. View playlist. Share. Copy. Zara, this is the playlist for the Hermione socks. If you go into Ravelry, it's a free pattern, Hermione. The designer. Okay, and like I said, the pattern here, this pattern, you can tell this is probably one of my most used sock patterns. The designer is Erica. That's the designer. Okay, Suzanne, I'll send you some in Messenger. I just have to go back and do it on the computer. It's easier for me to do it on the computer than it is on my phone. Well, I'll tell you what, I enjoyed it. I'm a little over an hour, and I just wanted to come on and do an impromptu live. I will schedule one tomorrow. If you are involved in the broomstick cow, it is Lisa will be sending the link out today, and I'll see Zara. I'll see you in the StreamYard tomorrow for the cow. I'm glad. Thank you. And again, I will be putting a video out. Just be thinking, those of you that are involved with the Happy Mail Advent Project, what would you like to do next year? Something, we want to change it up. We want to do something, so we'll talk about it. Everybody has a good time doing it. Again, Suzanne, congratulations on your win. And I'm so glad you and Bailey hooked up. I think that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So next year we'll get you on the wheel, you know. But and I gotta go film tutorials and leftovers for dinner tonight. I'm not cooking tonight. And get this mess and get this caked up so I can get this package out to Christina for the kids. Oh my gosh, I only got that. Oh, look at that. I got just that little piece left to do. Never seen that happen before. Oh, Mama G. You have to let me know when you get your boxes, girl. Let me know you got and the box that I got from you during that auction, um, the yarn was for little sis, and because she loves purple, and that's who I bought that for when I bid on that, yarn, and the fact that it was dyed by you. So, awesome. Um, I emailed you in regards to Aberdeen's, so I did email you on that. So, I'm going to do another live, um, sometime in the next few days. I tomorrow I have the cow, so maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, do one. It's easy on the weekends because most people are around on weekends, but now that I'm off work right now, take advantage of it. Trying to get tutorials, you know, filmed, get them up so I can be able to release one a week. I am going to do knitting the same thing. Flip and pick a stitch. I had it backwards on the first video, but it's flip and pick a stitch. We did the crochet one, and I have knitting books, and we're going to do the same thing with the knitting books. Again, these may be new stitches to me, so we're going to learn together. I leave my mistakes in the way it is. That's the only way you learn how to fix your mistakes is by doing. So everybody, okay, Suzanne. Okay. Um, give me a minute, and after this here, I'll get you on Messenger. Everybody, have a wonderful day. If you're watching the replay, thank you for coming. Have a wonderful day. Hug, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on. Make the world a better place. Do what it is that makes you happy. Keep doing it. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. I'll see you guys again. Bye-bye now from Deer Island. Thank you, everybody. Suzanne, I will be with you shortly. Bye-bye.